Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CSW. This is the Go Home Show. Right before Year Zero and Andrew Black opening the show up tonight as he comes out to make a statement. Obviously, he's got that national championship match against Keno KG coming up. Keno, for a few years now, I've had nothing but the utmost respect for you. I know that might come as a bit of a shock, but honestly, to me, you're a very kind and friendly fella. And that is exactly why you'll never be a champion in CSW. You lack the killer edge to be as ruthless as needs be to get the job done. You go on about life with a smile on your face. You're a real fan favourite, and that's for you. Commendable. If you were any more of a fan's favourite, you'd be telling me to say my prayers and eat my vitamins. And just like the immortal man himself at CSW Year Zero, I'm going to put you in the ground. And here comes KG to say a few words of his own. See, it's really funny you say all this, Andrew, because as far as I'm concerned, you need friends to help you win. That's right, you got Osiris, Amy Valentine. I know full well that they're going to get involved at Year Zero, and I don't care. I can take anything you got, Andrew. You can give it me all, because I can take everything you've got to give me. What do you say about that? And that's what Andrew Black's got to say about that. He hits him with a mic straight on his forehead. Bing. Bop. Straight off the skull. And here they go. They're brawling now. Keno and Andrew Black. We're getting a teaser of what's coming tomorrow night at Year Zero. And oh my God, a cutter from the corner. A cutter from the corner. My God. That's unbelievable. And I don't know, some form of fucking fisherman suplex maybe. Oh no, Keno praying. Super kick to Keno from Andrew Black, who goes up and he hits a Swanton bomb. Oh my God, and Keno rolling out the ring.
Well, it seems like you can't keep your hands off of each other. That's perfectly fine, because at CSW Year Zero, your match will be in a steel cage, and the main event will be KG versus Osiris. KG will have a mystery partner. Behave.
CSW Women's Championship in a no holds barred match. This is Jasmine McCall's debut, stepping out tonight. Hopefully, make a statement really against the number one contender, I suppose you could say, considering she's fighting for the title. That's how I'd say it anyway. Coming out now, Samantha Nix, obviously fighting for that title tomorrow night, looking to bring the gold home, make a statement really, show what she's about. And that's been the whole kind of thing here, is showing who she is and what she is about, and proving that she can hang with the big dogs, the big women in the division, I suppose you would say. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. See how that goes. But before that, we get a little preview of how talented and how good Samantha Nix is tonight as she takes on Jasmine McCall. See Jasmine McCall with the red hair, Nix with the blonde. Best way to describe it, to identify them, I'd say. Here we go. Big blow and a chop block. Is it a chop? Oh no, taken up by the leg and a big drop kick to the shins from Nix, who hits her with a gut kick. That's big. And just the stomps to the face. Big kick there from McCall. Lock it up. Chain wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're here for. And McCall just pushing her off there with ease, if you will. Just ease. Flipping her over. Now Samantha Nix just planting her face into the ground. Don't know how that came out a little bit Australian. We are not down under. But Nix making some big work right now. She had the flying forearm, I think. I want to say it's a forearm. I didn't quite see that perfect. And Jasmine McCall, wow, scooping the leg, flipping her over. That's what you got to do. One. Kick out. You ain't going to beat her that easy. Not that easy. No way. Chain wrestling once again here, ladies and gentlemen. This This is one of those type of matches, it looks like. Well, that chain wrestling's hitting. Oh, a cheap shot there from McCall and the referee telling her off because it's just unnecessary, we don't need that here. We don't need that. Calling for her to get up now. Is she going for a springboard DDT from Jasmine McCall? And that was unbelievable. She absolutely cooked. That was cooking. Big blow. Now, Samantha Nix pulls her in for a DDT, gets lifted up and still manages to pull that DDT off. And that's just what she's about, never giving up. Never giving up. She missed the ropes. That's not a good sign, but then lands a kick instead. Maybe she was tricking her, Great. Maybe she was just fooling with her, baiting her, tricking her. That's a good tactic. Cover now from Nix. 1, 2, kick out from McCall. It's already looking pretty good for Nix though. She's getting that type of damage done so early on. Sends McCall into the corner. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm underwater because I know that was an issue. In one of the previous videos, I've had that issue a few times with my mic, it makes me seem like I'm underwater, so I really hope that it doesn't seem that way. Or nothing else is super loud. Because we've had some form of issues recently, ladies and gentlemen. But now McCall dragging Samantha Nix into the corner, bouncing her head off the turnbuckle, and wow, she's busted open big time. Now Samantha Nix going for a lisser on her shoulders with ease, but McCall drops down and chops her straight into the back of the knee. Big 2 kick out. Sorry, I got distracted there. I said big and then I got distracted by the pinfall. McCall sending Nix into the corner. He's got a massive gash now on her face, and that might come into effect tomorrow night. Now Nix lifting her up and big damage to the knee. Now that's what you want to do. You want to slow your opponent down. You want to be menacing like that. What's McCall looking for here? Oh, she locks it in. It's the reverse guillotine. Is Samantha Nix going to hold on? She doesn't. She taps. And that's going to boost the confidence of Amy Valentine going into tomorrow night. And, demoralising, maybe. Demotivating for Samantha Nix, knowing that tomorrow she's got to fight the champion. That's going to be tough, but here we go. We got the main event of the evening. That's the mystery opponent, ladies and gentlemen. That is indeed Robbie Collins, which the director stated after the issue between KG and Andrew Block is just simply that Osiris would have to take on KG and his mystery partner tonight in the main event, with now knowing that at Saturday night's Year Zero it will be a steel cage match to stop any outside interference, which is what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we like to see. Robbie Collins' debut, obviously, in CSW, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. So 1 count now. See, Osiris, one of the biggest beasts in all of CSW, if not the biggest. And that clothesline just literally doing nothing, and that just shows the size and sheer strength of Osiris. Look at that. He's just eating the forearm for lunch. That's unbelievable. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this guy. My excuse here is I've got an ulcer chat. Okay, I don't prefer to, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd, fans at home, I've got an ulcer. That's my excuse. That's my best excuse. I've got a bad ulcer. And Osiris there just doing big blows to the head, now lifting him up and tossing him down. My word. That is just dominant, but Robbie Collins looking to get the advantage in his corner, and that's what you got to do. And the forearm is heavily reversed again. Kino looking for the tag, he gets it. This is it. Kino gets the tag in, And he gets flattened straight away. That is really, really not ideal for him. Robbie Collins now back on the apron. Big leg drop from Osiris. A massive leg drop from Osiris. Just shoving KG off him there. Bang, smashing KG straight into the corner. Osiris is dominating here, steps to the outside to meet Kino around the way. And Kino gets there first. Huge combo followed by the Hurricane Rana. That's absolutely unbelievable. Now Osiris looking to get back into that ring. It's almost as if no matter what Robbie and KG do, it has no effect on Osiris. He misses the spinning axe handle. Cover, nothing from it, nothing at all. They're going to have to do a lot more to try and take down this man. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, Amy Valentine is at ringside. We forgot to mention the CSW Women's Champion. As you can see there, just supporting from the outside. Osiris with a huge belly splash in the corner. Lifts him up and hits him with a power slam. Cover, this may be it. 1, 2, but KG stays alive. Stays alive. And then Osiris with a big boot to a seated KG there. I hope there's not enough background noise there. That's aching. I do. Big blows from Robbie Collins there now, looking to get the advantage for him and KG. Big kick to the gut. Robbie Collins could be the change here. Sending him into the corner. Now this is it. You work as a team in a 2-on-1 handicap match, and that's what's going to help. That is exactly what's going to help. Cover. Just a 1. Just a 1. After all the damage they've done, they only get a 1. You know, that's where you start to worry a little bit. That's really where you start to worry. When you've done all of that and you can't even get anything off it. 1, 2, Robbie Collins came in to save it there, but didn't need to. Kino managed to kick out. Osiris now dragging Kino into the middle. Big punch to the gut there from KG. Sends Osiris into the corner, looking for another tag team maneuver, and that's all you gotta do. Now Robbie Collins now going up to the top rope. Huge elbow drop. He flew across probably about half the ring. That's massive, and a kick out again at 1, nearly a 2 this time. Nearly a 2. Which is a little bit more. A little bit more now. They're getting closer. They're getting closer. That's all you gotta do. Just get a little bit closer each time. Osiris is just dominating right now. That's the issue. I don't know how they're going to manage to put up with it. Collins with a cover here. 1. Kick out at 1. This is progressively getting more worrying for the team of Kino and Collins, who hits a massive cutter there. My word. Tagged in now to Robbie Collins now tagging in Kino. Just huge. Now Kino letting loose on him. But absolutely nothing there. I don't want to sneeze. Went for the belly to belly. Kino reversed and hits just a leg sweep. There we are, a side Russian leg sweep maybe. Oh no. Just choking Kino out on the ropes there. That is massive. Absolutely massive. Tag into Robbie Collins there. Ducks the clothesline. It looks like Collins and Kino are starting to get used to Osiris here and kind of figuring him out maybe. That was short-lived. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out at 2. Now Osiris just brushing down on that shoulder. Something like that could make a man pass out. Now just scooping him up for that massive powerbomb. My word, Osiris is just dominating here. Just dominating. Off the ropes with a huge leg drop. An absolute massive leg drop. Picks him up with a tornado. Axe handle uppercut. But KG saves the day. Oh, massively saves the day for him. Reverses it and ducks the huge clothesline. Now Osiris just dragging Robbie Collins. That's all they gotta do. Just dragging him. Collins with the elbows to the gut. Big blow. Grabs the back of Osiris here. What's he looking for? A side Russian leg sweep. 99% sure that's that one. 99% sure. Here we go in Kino locking in the crossface on Osiris, who is, that looks like blood. I don't know if he's bleeding or if it's makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too sure. Kino going up to the top rope there. Missing the elbow drop. This could be Osiris' chance to flip it around. Massive power bomb there from Osiris. Looked like a fall from grace almost. Huge headbutt there from Osiris onto Kino. And now just working the leg. Working the leg, that's all they gotta do. Massive from Osiris. Cheeky little bit of just pure silence there. Kino doing the work on him. Osiris now rolling out to the outside. Kino climbs to the top. Did not know that was still going to be left in the video. Cold. It's an ad break. Bang, look at that, ad break over. Bash. We're already 18 minutes in, there's no going back now. Kino looking to the work on the outside, and Osiris is definitely bleeding. Or is that time with a 1-3 me Valentine, because there is blood on the mat on the outside, and that was not there before. Ref's on 5 now. This could be a count out. This could be a count out. Osiris getting KG in the ring. Not going to let him escape the next Hall of Fame that easily. Climbing over the ropes. So looking for it. It's a fucking huge leg drop there. Huge leg drop. Now picking up Kino. Squishing the head. He might kill him, but Robbie Collins saving the day with a very weak axe handle. But enough to break it up. Enough to break it up. And now a mandible claw. This may be all she wrote. That's a rope break. That's a rope break. That is huge. Now Osiris going into the corner. What's he looking for? A 180 reverse splash. Yeah. Bang, huge. Look at the blood on the mat. Osiris now. Just working the head. Working and slamming him down with ease. Like, this just shows the absolute monster, the monstrosity that is Osiris. He is a beast. Off the ropes with a leg drop again. I don't know if Keno's going to be fit to compete tomorrow night. Big blow to the back of the head. This might have been a bad idea to get involved in all of this. I don't think it was wise. I really don't think it was wise. I'm working the shoulder again, and this is big. This is big. Keno tapped. Keno tapped out to a, I don't know what you call that, but it begin the celebration for the Black Valentine. Sanjay Black ain't out here tonight, which is interesting. I won't mention too much on that. And there you go, and Osiris, Amy Valentine, celebrating, telling people, look at that man. Look at Osiris, and here's Osiris just with a post-match beatdown on Robbie Collins. But Keno just saving the day by tossing the chair at Osiris. And if in doubt, get a steel chair, get some foreign objects. Don't tell Nigel Farage about that, because he will not be too happy. Keno picking up the steel chair. I think I called him a metal chair a minute ago, I'm not too sure. Just laying into Osiris with that chair. Absolutely battering him. Just non-stop. And now, what's Robbie Collins looking for under that ring? There's only darkness under there, and he gets out of steel chair too. Keno, done with that chair. Dented it to bits. Now Mr. Collins, getting in the ring, turns his attention to Osiris. And Keno just celebrating in front of the crowd. Just big blow after blow to the back of Osiris. Big punches to the gut. Spinning clothesline. Might just take him out for the one last time. Keno, super kick to the gut and a super kick to the head of Osiris. He's forced to roll out of the ring. And now Keno saying, look what we just did. Keno and Collins basking in glory.